Hi again, everybody. Mitch, the ultimate multi-instrument. I can say that this morning. Mitch, the ultimate multi-instrumentalist, talking about the oboe. So let's talk about the embouchure. Okay. So embouchure. So let's think about the purpose of embouchure. Embouchure is basically something that let your reed vibrate efficiently, not freely. There's a difference there. So if you say freely, then you shouldn't touch the reed at all, and this would probably hold the entire reed in your mouth, and the lips go there, and that will be freely. But if you do that, you will sound like more like a bagpipes, and that's exactly how bagpipes is. And I'm not going to pull out my bagpipe right now, but that's exactly how it is. So then you won't have any control over tone quality and dynamics. Okay, so your embouchure needs to be efficient and something hold the reed appropriately in your mouth. And so if you clamp onto the reed, that's not really a good idea either. So some people like like a form like they're just gonna embouchure. And you've seen that kind of embouchure in the past, and long time ago. I'm talking about a long time ago, like 50, 60 years ago. I've seen some people like that, and well, somehow those people learned to play that way and able to do what they did. So I guess it's okay. But let's not learn the harder way. Okay, so the reed needs to be surrounded by your embouchure. So try to form like a O type of mouth shape. O. Okay. Well, if you speak German or French, like a that's a good shape of your mouth. Or O umlaut. Or Okay. So then, put that reed somewhere like in between where the wet part and dry part is. So that's where the tip, about the tip is. And then O, close your mouth, and roll that reed in. Do you see that I'm kind of surrounding? So your teeth, upper and lower teeth, should not really do this. Okay, so you should not have to be clamping onto them. When the reed is very new and the opening is big, you might have to do that. So in order not to do that, you need to do this thing before you play. So close the opening tiny bit, gently. Okay, if you do this thing too hard, then you may crack the reed, and you don't want that. Okay, and do that, and then, yeah. And I'm not going to talk about how much reed in your mouth. Approximately somewhere in the half, and I'm not going to talk about why right now. Okay. And then with this embouchure, the challenge is resisting all the breath support coming from your body. Okay, so you have already noticed that actually oboe requires a very high pressure, a very high speed air. As if you were like ha, and it's just making the big, make like ha ha ha, like a yelling. So that much breath support you need, and then your embouchure needs to resist that. Okay, and that's why if you're curling, it's easier than just holding this way. Just like pursing your lips in the heart. And I have seen a student like that in the past, but I did not correct her embouchure because she was like a pre-med major or something, that she was not trying to become a professional player. So yeah. So the challenge is whether you can keep up with the embouchure when the breath support comes in, a massive amount of breath comes in, because you have to resist that. So oftentimes what happens is that you can form the embouchure without blowing in. But as soon as you start blowing, or something like that, change the embouchure in order to resist all the breath support. So that's one thing you want to keep an eye on when the students do that. So forming the embouchure itself probably wouldn't be that difficult. Okay, but always think about even when you're blowing, you have a surrounding embouchure. Okay, so as soon as you blow, if it changes, you might want to stop the student and actually, okay, try it again, you know. And then what I usually do to train that is form the embouchure. Forming embouchure part is not difficult part, as I said. Okay, now so then from that point, I'm going to have my students blow gently, not as much as it's making sound, and to gradually increase the airspeed until it makes sound. And as soon as it makes sound, so that means the air is highly compressed and they're very fast. Okay, and at that point, if the embouchure changes, then let's stop. Okay, and then train themselves to keep the same embouchure. So like this. So let me show you the bad example. So that's a bad example. So what needs to happen is this. That's what needs to happen. Okay. All right. So that's about the embouchure. Hopefully, that helps you to understand the oboe embouchure a little bit better. And here, Mitch, the ultimate multi-instrumentalist. Oh gosh, this is difficult to say. Signing off. Talking about the oboe. Signing off. Bye bye.